This is the Active IQ Level 2 Gym Instructor course with personal training qualifications. We're going to run through some of the PowerPoints with you, starting off with the concepts and components of fitness. This is also in your Gym Instructor manual. So the concepts and components of fitness, just a quick definition of health and fitness. Health, a complete state of mental, physical and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease. So as long as you're alive, really, you've got a degree of health. And fitness is the attributes related to how well one performs their physical activities. So straightforward. Moving on to the slides. We're going to look at the components of fitness. So there's several things that make up fitness, and we're going to run through some of them now. The first one is cardiovascular fitness, or CV fitness, and that's the ability to take in, transport and utilise oxygen during your exercise. Second one is muscular strength. This is the maximum amount of force that a muscle or a muscle group can generate during exercise. Muscular endurance is the ability of a muscle or a muscle group to generate a sub-maximal force for extended periods. So that would be not working flat out, but for longer periods. Flexibility, so stuff like stretching and things like that. And that's the ability to move a joint through its complete range of motion. And finally, motor skills, one of the hardest things. This is proprioception, balance and coordination. Proprioception being an innate sense of positional awareness, so knowing where about your body is when you jump and move. Balance is the ability to stay in the centre of the mass within the base of your support, so not falling over. And finally, coordination, the control of two or more body parts that produce a desired movement. Something like catching is a coordinated motor skill. We look at some American College of Sports Medicine guidelines that you may well be asked in one of your papers. The first one is to reduce mortality or to reduce death. The frequency is 5 to 7 times a week. The intensity range is 50 to 90% of maximum heart rate. The time is 30 minutes in total, and the type of exercise is rhythmical use of large muscles. Something like walking would be quite good for that. We're going to just take up a notch now, and this is to maximise aerobic fitness and to also reduce mortality. So the frequency on this one, 3 to 5 times a week. The intensity, 55 or 65% to 90% of maximum heart rate, so going quite high. The time is 20 minutes to an hour, and the type is continual rhythmic use of large muscle groups. Usually this is stuff done on a treadmill or running outside. We're going to now look at some factors affecting physical fitness, so quite a few here. Starting with your body type, this has quite an important effect on the way you exercise. Alcohol, quite a damaging drug. Smoking, as we know, isn't good for you. Stress can cause all kinds of hassle when you're trying to exercise. Your gender makes a difference, so whether you're male or female. If you're pregnant, that comes into it, and also the age of your participant. We're going to look at something called somatotypes now. So somatotypes is quite simply just the way your body shape is. So we have on the left there an ectomorph in blue. Ectomorph is a typical tall, slim kind of build. These people tend to be really good long distance cardiovascular events. If you look at people that win marathons, they're quite often ectomorphs. On the centre there we have the mesomorph. Mesomorph is someone that has a lot of lean body tissue, so a lot of muscle in their body makeup. Mesomorphs are usually good at things like sprinting. They're very strong and powerful. And finally, the endomorph on the end. The endomorph tends to carry a little bit more weight, but usually can drop weight and increase weight quite easily. No one is usually an absolute definite one of those three. They're often just mixed up a little bit, but those are 3 body types.